What's up, everybody, and welcome to the 247 Sports channel. I'm your host, the 247 Sports basketball director of scouting, Adam Finkelstein, and we have one of the best big men in the entire country, maybe I should say the entire world, given his international experience, ready to announce his commitment here today on the 247 Sports channel, and I'm talking about Eric Reibe. This is a 7-foot southpaw who is as skilled a big man as you will find in the national class. Get a look at some of his metrics right there. We are talking again about one of the most skilled bigs in the country, 7 feet tall, stars at the Bullis School, as well as on the Pro 16 circuit sponsored by Puma this summer, and had an absolute breakout summer, leading to recruitment from some of the biggest programs in the country. Get a chance to look at his finalists here, and then as well as some of the highlights of what made him so widely recruited. Again, 7-foot southpaw who shoots the ball from the three-point line, who can dribble and pass and shoot, has a really sophisticated feel for the game, and is going to be a terrific fit in modern-day offenses. Ended up taking 5 official visits this fall before narrowing his list of finalists and ultimately being ready to announce the winner here on today's show. So without further ado, we are going to go live to the Bullis School and welcome in Eric to the show. Eric, what's up? Welcome to the show. All right, everybody, while we work on Eric's signal, again, we are going to talk about his scouting profile. Again, you get a look at some of the statistics here. Shot all the way up into the top 4 centers in the class. And this is a player who started outside the top 100 last spring. But between star performances at various places like the Pro 16, the NBA Top 100 camp, brought all the way back up. And now he's joining us here on the show. Eric, great to have you with us.
Sir, thank you. I'm very excited.
Yeah, we are excited too. So before we get going, Eric, tell us who you have with you here today and where you're making this big announcement from.
So we're at the golf club from the Bullis School. I'm here with my dad, and then all of my family and friends are sitting right across me.
Very cool. Now, Eric, I know your path has not been a typical one. I said in that opener, you're one of the best big men in the country, but you haven't been in this country your entire life, and you have extensive FIBA experience as well. Tell us a little bit about your unique path that has brought you to this point.
So I come from Germany. I lived there until I was 8. Then I moved over to Switzerland, where I actually started playing basketball. Then I was 14. I moved back over to Germany by myself, played for a club called Ulm, was in a boarding home. Then I was 16. I moved over here. And since then, I've been just playing here. Yeah.
Very cool. And now it was in recent months that your stock went to brand new levels. You had high major recruitment dating back a couple of years ago, but I think everyone, including us here at 247, saw your game go to just unprecedented levels. First on the Pro 16 circuit, then you had a great showing at the NBA Top 100 camp. You had a terrific showing, fantastic events, month of July, and then again at the Under Armour Elite 24 in August. What have these last few months been like for you to play so well and get recruited by some of the biggest programs in all of college basketball?
I mean, for me, it just has been a tunnel vision. My main focus was to just train hard and just get better every single day. I didn't pay attention to all of the outside stuff. I just wanted to get better every single day, compete, and just try to win everything, and then the rest would come by itself.
All right, very cool. Well, before we get to the big moment, Eric, I got to give you a chance to thank anyone you would like to recognize who has helped you get to this point.
First, I want to thank my dad and my whole family, giving me the opportunity to go abroad and to leave home early and just get to a different continent and just follow my dreams. And I want to thank my family friend, Rodney, who has helped me throughout the whole process with everything. And then D-Mac, who was my trainer since I came here, actually before I moved over here. And he always believed in me and always gave me the best tips. And then to the Conley family, who is my host family here, and they see my good and my bad days, always provided for me. And I also want to thank Sydney and her family for always believing in me and always helping me out on my bad days and always bringing me up. And then Coach Kelly and the entire Bullis staff, Bullis teachers, and my Bullis teammates. Yeah, they saw all of my sides too. And it's just amazing how this journey has went. And I would thank my AAU teammates and coaches and all of those people too, and all the people who supported me along the way. And it's been a great journey.
All right, Eric. The moment is now. You've got recruitment from some of the biggest programs in college basketball. Where are you going to be playing next season?
I'll be playing next year at the University of Connecticut. All
right, Eric Reibe, the University of Connecticut. Absolutely huge news as the Huskies get their second commitment in the class of 2005, and the center that I think was very clearly at the top of their board all summer long. Eric, what was it about Dan Hurley's program that made you decide that was the spot for you?
First of it was the special culture at UConn, and their offensive play style suits me really well. And with my playmaking abilities to be at the top of the key and do handoffs, pick and pops, pick and rolls, find the open cutter, and that's perfectly with their unselfish team play. I mean, we just saw yesterday against Rhode Island. And then for me, I think it's just the best place for me to develop as a basketball player and as a human being. And training my mental aspect is very important too. And then my relationship with the coaches is, of course, really, really good. And they also just won back-to-back natty, so it's also part of it.
That doesn't hurt, right? Yeah. Eric, last question for everyone watching in State of Connecticut. What would you tell them they are getting when you arrive next season?
They're getting a kid with high effort and a great working ethic. I want to win everything. I want to be fully in the UConn culture. I want to get better every single day, no matter how I'm feeling. And I just can't wait to be on campus and play in front of the best fans in the country. And I'll bring everything I have, all my energy I have, and I'm happy to be a fucking Husky.
All right. Well, congratulations to your family. Go celebrate. I know this is a big moment and it's well-deserved. Thank you for sharing it with us here with CBS Sports and 247 Sports.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, everybody. Eric Reibe off the board to UConn, becoming the second prospect in the national class of 2025 to Dan Hurley, but maybe not the last. You heard him talk about the fit with the offensive system, and here's why. We are talking about a 7-footer who can dribble, pass, and shoot, and I mean that very literally at an advanced level. This is someone who can pick and pop, took over 7 3-pointers a game last year as a junior at the Bullis School. He can still go inside and score over top of people in the lane. He's got a great feel for how to play as a screener. He can operate out of dribble handoff action. He's a passer with poise from the low post and the high post, so he can hit cutters, punish opposing defenses for double teaming him. If you've watched the Huskies play in the last 2 seasons, you've seen one of the most intricate offensive systems in college basketball. Eric Reibe was someone who is uniquely suited to step into that offensive system. And I'll also make this note, too. I think the Huskies have a similar high bar on the defensive end of the floor, and they're going to require Eric to be able to increase his mobility, be able to defend ball screens in different ways, to be able to provide a rim presence. And that is the path to him finding a long-term upside that's going to have a very bright future in this game. For much more on this commitment, be sure to visit 247sports.com. We've got follow-up interviews with Eric as well as a full scouting breakdown. And keep it locked right here in the 247 Sports channel, as we will be back in just a couple hours for the ACC preview show. And then Dante Allen, another nationally ranked prospect, set to announce his commitment later on this evening.